After the signal from Jake.
That's the signal?
Go.
Okay. Well, hello there, boys and girls, and welcome to the Anime D&Ds. This is the Devin style campaign, and we're going to be talking a little bit about what happened last time. Well, as you know, Boba, the greatest character ever made, he stared directly into the sun. Now, kids, if you're at home right now and you feel the urge to look directly into the sun, roll a d20. If you roll a nat 1, you look into the sun because that represents how dumb you are. Okay, now, because he stared directly into the sun, he went blind. And then the cat, what's their character's name again? Badette. She stared directly into the sun via a shiny object that she saw, and it blinded her too.
Nope.
So
Not quite. Not quite.
Staring into the sun gives you superpowers, kids, and makes you not be able to see.
Nope.
Now, after that happens,
better. Just 1 second, Mike. Better analogy of what happened. Imagine a cat with a laser pointer.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
Well, the important story about this kids is staring to the sun, you go blind. Okay. After that, the sky got darker, and a humanoid person descended. His name is Steve. If you want to put a picture of Jack Black from Minecraft movie, yeah, do that. That'd be great. Steve. We should just make that the villain. Just Steve from Minecraft. Okay. He's the leader of HAM, Humans Against Monsters clan, and he doesn't like monsters like cats and foxes and little spirit things. And there was a bunch of lightning, and then he disappeared, and Boba got scared.
Derp sent an image file.
There.
Yes, that's our villain. His magic power is chicken jockey. And Boba's scared of lightning, so he was on the ground, not being able to do anything. Wow, that was fun, kids. And then we had a new plan to get stronger. And then the session ended. So now we can move on. Great, grand, wonderful.
They were to add a little bit more onto it. Noctis, the slime leader of the friendly monsters, needed to come up with good intel on ways for them to get stronger. But in the meantime, he did manage to channel some of his power into them, granting them some potential bonuses which they had to figure out for themselves. In other words, the discretionary point system of Anime D&D. In the 3 days that pass, do you guys do anything?
3 days? Yeah, montage.
Okay, how do you train yourself over the 3 days?
Ooh, well, good thing I wrote this down because hold on, let me get the page out. There it is, Boba. All right. So Boba has been training because he got scared of the lightning. He has achieved control environment, which is storms and lightning, and he has better weather sense. He was training with Babo, and they were going up to the top to see if they could sense any kind of weather, like in an hour or even in 15 minutes, there's going to be clouds, or it's going to be sunny, or it's going to start to rain, or it's going to, we don't say that word, the boom boom stuff. or it's gonna hail, you know. And that's what he's been doing, and he has a little bit of more power, and he can kind of control it, at least in a small area. That's what he's been doing. That was his montage. What have you guys been doing?
In other words, Mike's character can now create a shield from weather, or potentially a rainstorm within 10 feet of him.
You know what? I spent the 3 days teaching Jugum how to pickpocket and breakdance.
How handy those are is a different question. All right, next Drake Pool, I guess. Adam, you are currently muted.
I was talking to myself there for a minute.
How do you train yourself over the 3 days?
How do I treat myself?
How do you train yourself? In other words, how did you use your discretionary points?
I trained in learning a new spell ability. What was that called again?
Okay, let me here. I'll do it.
You're better at that.
Upon reading books in the Noctis's study, he did find a potential way of harnessing his inner lightning, allowing him to channel it around his hand and discharge it against a nearby target. He got Shocking Grasp, and the reading of the book caused him to gain 1 intelligence.
I'm just gonna drop you guys right back in my bag.
Ari, did you end up using your discretionary points over the past week, or are you holding on to them?
Who are you asking?
Ari.
No new types.
No, keep on dancing.
Ari said, I haven't spent my points yet.
Okay. Yeah, ironically, if you get 1 more point, you can actually reduce the effects that your mutism takes. In other words, being able to do small grunts and that like that. That is an option for you. I don't, just due to the fact that you are currently typing versus speaking, it can go either way. But yeah, it is up to you how you use those points. You do not have to use them right away, as Jake didn't. One of those things. Yeah. Ari spent the 3 days meditating. There we go. Did potentially gain anything, but doesn't really lose anything. And you guys all find yourselves back in front of Noctis, who welcome back, my friends. I have found a lead of sorts. In my
What's the-
search, in my search for a potential area with which you can train, I found Hell of a Magical Artifacts. I was not able to bring it through my shadows, but can almost guarantee there's bound to be some ne'er-do-well in the vicinity of it, trying to use it for themselves or study it. It is towards the mountain range over there. I can send you close. I can't send you all the way there. Just what? So, in other words, good luck.
What do we have to expect out there?
No clue.
Gotcha. Well, thank you.
And these shadows surround you, and you find yourself in a clearing pretty close to the mountain. You can definitely there is enough gap in the tree where you can actually see which direction you should head.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say. And as you make your way towards the mountain, you brushing past the low-hanging branches of the trees in the way, you find yourselves stumbling upon another clearing. And this one you do see a stone of sorts, but you can feel some form of magic around it. And nearby, you do see two gas, just kind of peering at it. One's keeping watch. The other one is just peering at it. What do you guys do?
I smirk at it.
Neither of them see you right now, so.
This thing looks strange.
Hi, again.
Sorry, I kind of zipped away for a little bit. Where are we at?
You are in the clearing near a magical stone of sorts that is kind of currently contained in a small field. You're not sure if is just a circle barrier around it or a sphere.
Baba,
Whether it goes. There's also two gas in the clearing.
Babo,
Not
just
the
reach your hand
Minecraft
in
guest, the undead guest.
Just go in there and grab it. Do it.
Are you insane? Well, yes, but that's besides the point.
Right. New plan. We need a stick. I'm gonna throw a stick at it.
Roll dexterity.
What kind of chicken?
Oh shit! My dice. I gotta grab my dice.
Actually, I should have you roll strength.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Do you want
Yeah, first roll strength to see it.
fresh stuff?
If you what size of stick you managed to pick up.
Both?
Yep.
I wouldn't imagine it's too
White bread? Or we
big.
What?
5 minus 4, so 31.
To
So what is
you, it looks like this absolutely massive stick, but in reality, it is quite literally the very, like almost the size of a leaf stem.
Ah, sweet. I'm gonna chuck it at the barrier.
Roll dexterity.
10 plus 3, 13.
It hits the barrier and quite just does nothing. The gas don't even notice it's so small.
This barrier is impenetrable. There's no way we're getting in. We need like a magic word or something. Ooga booga.
Badette, what is your approach to this?
You know what? I'll go up and lick it.
As you go up and lick it, the two gas notice you. Roll for initiative.
Thank God I have edge. 17.
Jake, you should know better.
Ooh.
My second roll is a nat 1. I get advantage on initiative.
You said 17 for
Yeah.
yours?
Sorry.
Boba.
I got 22. I know. I can't believe it either.
Jake, roll Caitlin's initiative as well.
11 plus the modifier.
Caitlin, what was your modifier again? Was it a +4?
Sorry, I was stuck on the screen. My modifier is
Is that a +3 or +4?
which modifier?
Dexterity.
Oh, dexterity. He is +4.
Okay. So that makes a 15 because you said it was 11? If I remember right? Jake?
Yep.
Okay. And then we just need one from Adam.
I got a 4.
You got a 4?
The nat 1.
Okay. Well, you won't be going first, that's for sure.
Nope, not this time.
Somebody eating shit.
Nope.
Nope.
I know this is a random question in the middle of this, but how long will this session take? Because I am timing out how long I got left on my phone battery.
By nature, I do plan on this being the only encounter. However, you will be stumbling upon something else that'll lead into the next session, which will be a more full-length session.
Okay. That'll be it for my rambling at the moment.
All right, so we start with Boba.
Bubba. All right. He's gonna tap his shoes and start flying. And he's gonna be like, give us the rock. And he's gonna turn Bobo into a giant spear.
Aren't you just big beardy?
I don't think that's something you can do currently.
Big
Well, I'm
old
not gonna
sleepy
throw it.
head.
It's gonna be melee. But it's just I'm gonna make it look like a spear.
So Bobo's a spear now?
Isn't that like my power? Like,
The idea is you guys combine it, whatever. It
Yeah,
can
like
be
I can-
one of them, sure.
I can make it
Baba
look like
can-
anything as
Baba
long
can
as
transform into basic melee weapons, yes.
yeah. So I'm just gonna have
Um,
her be a spear.
Let me just double check something for that then. Because I
But
have to
it's
make sure that you're.
still gonna be. It's still. I'm not gonna get any like reach or anything. It'll still be a melee attack.
Considering you're so tiny, you really wouldn't get reach.
Yeah,
That's not even a
right.
question. Like a
This
10
is
foot
not like
reach spear is still going to be a 5 foot reach weapon just because of the fact that you are tiny.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to double check what you're proficient with weapon wise.
I think it's as long as I. It's like I'm attacking.
Simple
like,
and 2 martial.
I'm just
Well, if it's
attacking
a-
using psychic damage, right?
Oh yeah, but I'm still going to require that if you're transforming Babo into a weapon, that you have to be proficient in the weapon that you turn Babo into.
Okay. So
Luckily for you, spear is a simple melee weapon.
okay, cool. Well, we'll do that then. Spear him. Oh, I should probably roll for my attack.
Yeah.
There we go. Ooh, 24.
That is definitely a hit.
And 8 damage.
Now, is this on the one that was closer to the barrier or the one that was further looking around?
Closer to the barrier.
All right. And then we are on to Badette. Oh, also, no, never mind. Nothing else.
I'll attack the gas on the left.
All right, that'll also be the barrier ghast.
$16.
That hits.
$8 damage.
All right. As you start fighting, you what is your guys' passive perception? 10 plus your wisdom and perception modifier. If you're
14.
proficient in it, so
11.
okay, you do both notice it. So neither of you had negative perceptions. That's what I was mainly checking for. You both notice a slight wobble in a barrier around the stone, and after that, it is Ari's turn. Make sure to say left or right before you roll your damage.
Ari said left.
Okay. Wisdom save that. I'll definitely fail the wisdom save, but that is only 8 damage, I believe. Yeah, 8 damage. Then it is the gas churn, the first one who's been kind of bullied a little bit, it seems. Will claw at Badette. That is a 9.
That is definitely a miss.
Yes, it is. And the second one will claw at Boba.
At me?
That is a 14.
Bro, what is it?
A 14 to hit.
14? I think that barely hits. Yes. Or no, when I'm flying, I think my armor is 16, so it misses. Flying around.
All right, then it is Drake's turn.
I missed how many targets there was.
There are 2 targets. They are both within melee range of Boba and Badette's.
Okay. I will fly up and do a two-handed swing at one of them with my bastard sword.
I'm still going to use left or rights.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, the D10. Okay. I forgot which dice I had for the sword. I still have to roll a 20, right, beforehand?
Yeah. Roll a d20 for it to hit, then d10 for damage.
14 to hit.
That hits.
For 9 damage.
Oh, what's that?
Back at the top of the turn order with Boba.
All right, I'm gonna attack this guy.
Are you going to attack the same one or attack the one that just barely missed you?
Oh, I'm attacking the same one.
Okay.
He missed me. He can't do anything to me. What a weirdo. All right, here we go. Ooh, this time I got 25.
Roll for damage.
5 plus 4, 9 damage.
All right, Badette, your turn.
I'll attack the same one. I attack first. 23.
That hits.
10 damage.
You kill. And as the body of the gas crumbles, the barrier surrounding the stone dissipates. And as it dissipates, a portal opens up above it. It seems to be only a one-way portal. And a figure steps through. You just muted yourself, Caitlin.
I know I was taking a drink. Hello.
And introduce your character.
My name is Princess Purple. And the land I come from, I am a unicorn princess.
Princess Purple is a kind of slightly modified forest satyr. I mentioned slightly modified because she does have a more unicorn-like head than a standard satyr would, as a standard satyr would have a human-shaped head.
Selective breeding.
And she is a strider.
That I am.
And Princess, it is your turn. That's why I had initiative rolled for you ahead of time.
Okay.
There's only one remaining guest.
So it's been a while. Okay. So am I close enough to melee?
You are definitely within melee range.
Okay. I would like to use my horn.
Ooh.
It's handy that you came in just slightly off the ground because as you step forward, you just kind of bash in with your horn
Perfect.
down to down towards the ground, and that is a D20 plus 5, if I remember right, or plus 4.
2d4.
No, for the to hits, D20 plus
2?
plus 2 to hits. Okay,
Yeah, the modifier's 2.
right, because that was based on your strength, which your strength is pretty low.
Yeah. Too close for the longbow.
But you have your rapier.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll use my rapier. I forget because it's not listed there. Okay, I'll use my rapier, which is 1d8.
And D20 plus 6.
It's the same as longbow, yeah.
Jake?
16.
That hits.
And was that the D8?
Yep, D8 plus 4.
Minimum damage of 5.
And Ari, your turn. That is going to be a lot of damage if I fail to wisdom save. Which I did. 14 psychic damage. And it is the gas churn. And intelligence. It is not the smartest thing, so even though it just took its first proper hits from both Drake and Princess, it's still going to attack Boba. With a 22 to hits. Which is 7 slashing damage, plus whatever extra you take. And then you make a Constitution saving throw.
Quick question, Devin.
Yep.
My key fist and the longbow and rapier are all +4.
They should all have a plus 4 to the damage because they're, the key fist was based off of your wisdom, if I remember right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So that should be whatever your wisdom plus is.
Gotcha. Thank you. Sorry.
Which I forget if that was 2 or 3. I know it wasn't 4 though.
1? Or
Is your wisdom plus 1?
+1 modifier.
Oh.
I'm writing where the magic and psionics and spellcasting area is. I'm writing it
That's
all
fair.
out because some of it's hidden.
That's fair. Yeah, we decided that was based on your wisdom.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Mike,
Yes.
do you hear what's all happened to you?
Wait, something happened to me?
Yes, I rolled a 22 to hit you with the claws,
Oh, shit.
which definitely hits.
Yeah.
For 7 slashing damage plus whatever extra you take.
All right, 9 damage.
And then you roll a Constitution saving throw. I'm not going to say the DC.
Thank you for not telling me. All right. Oh, nat 20.
Doesn't matter then.
Woo, that's right. All
And that
that
is your
training,
turn.
baby. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to hit back and go, you can't handle this. Dirty 20.
You hit.
Cool. And, 5 damage.
And then, Badette, your turn. Oh, wait, I skipped Drake on accident. My bad.
Yeah, you forgot about me.
Sorry. It was that moment where I had to recap what happened. It slipped my mind.
That's all good.
You
The one
make
on the right's still
guy
alive, right?
Wait on playing frisbee
Is the
golf,
only one left alive.
and you forget him.
Okay. Well, I will swing the bastard sword again at him.
Jake, what did you
For
say?
a 3 to hit. So I'm guessing I miss.
Not important.
Yeah, you definitely miss. Don't you have advantage though if you're swinging it two-handed? You forgot about that, didn't you? Adam? Adam?
He went dark. Oh no. Somebody. You. Call 911. You, get the AED. We gotta revive this guy.
Well, anyways, in that... With lack of response, but at your turn.
I'll attack the one remaining guest. Since he said this was gonna be the last encounter, or only encounter, I'll use a mulligan.
That's fair.
10 was with my roll.
Is that after the mulligan?
No, 22 after the mulligan.
Okay, that is. Mm-hmm.
10 damage.
You kill.
You did it. What are these things called again?
Gassed.
Yes. Okay.
Not the Minecraft guest. And then experience-wise, that is 270 per person. If I got my math right. Yeah, 270.
Where does not me though, right?
Oh yeah, you're. I'm still going to divide it as if you were to get experience. So yeah, you being with party will still slow down their leveling, which is fine, because it should help keep the groups balanced in that way.
But I don't get the experience, correct?
You do.
Correct. Yeah, because Jake, the way that I decided to do it is she is based on the average level between the two groups.
Yep.
So if both groups are level 4, she's level 4. If one group ends up being like level 6 while the other group's still level 4, she'll go to level 5.
So you don't need oranges. There's plenty of oranges.
There's
She'll be
only
that
4.
middle ground between the two groups.
And how many do you need?
Well, that was confusing,
5.
but it's okay.
It doesn't.
Tomorrow.
I get it.
It's not something that you guys will have to
Thursday,
worry about.
Friday,
We'll be
Saturday,
taking care of
Sunday.
it behind the scenes.
All right. What's 270 plus
2453.
Does that work?
2453? Thank you.
What is this salad?
Which is not enough to level up, which is fine. I'm fine. I'm more than happy with that.
Oh, we just had the 2 extra points, so.
Where did you
Exactly.
see that? Yeah, there's mom.
Which, Jake, don't be afraid to use that as a quest reward at some points in
You?
your campaign,
Dinner?
because there are some classes that do not get any extra points or any even ability score increases during
Yeah,
level up.
well, 'cause if I'm eating here, it's less messy. That sounds good. I was talking to my dad.
You're fine. And at this point, Princess, if you want to properly introduce yourself to the party, now that you're not in the middle of combat.
I don't know what else there is to say.
Jake, roll perception for her.
Can I roll perception to see if I see her?
It is an
Yes, you can.
Oh, what lose my... Oh, plus 4. 15.
What if he's the only one that
You do
can
see,
me?
you do see her, and honestly, it was only if he rolled a natural 1 that I was going to say he didn't see her.
I rolled a 3.
Who are you?
I'm Princess Purple.
Who? That's a dumb name.
I attack him with my horn. That's a family name. Yeah,
Now, with your
attack,
horn, or do you just slap him across the face?
with my hoof, yes. I kick him across the face with my hoof. Like a jump kick him.
It's still going to be the same unarmed strike. You miss, but the message is received.
You hit like a girl because you missed.
Give him a look. I stare into
And
his
what was
soul.
that perception roll, Jake?
11.
Princess, you do notice that Boba, despite his obstinance, is injured.
I will heal him.
I believe that is 2d8 plus your.
Oh,
I think it's wisdom.
Don't get close to me. What are you doing? I don't know. I don't know this person.
I want to double check the.
My healing
Relevant ability.
is 2d8.
Yeah, I'm just double checking the relevant ability because there are relevant abilities to some attributes, and so I'm trying to find it quick, make sure I've got it right. Yep. And what's your wisdom?
My wisdom is +1.
Okay. I decided to roll the dice, just make it a little bit quicker. As you're telling Princess to get away, Boba, you regain 14 hit points.
Oh, get away, huh? Oh, that's a good touch. All right. You're not a bad guy. Got it. Noted. What's her name again?
Princess Purple.
Princess Purple. All right. You seem pretty cool.
I'm Baudette, and this is my partner, Jugum.
What?
Jugum. Jugum. Jugum.
Jugum. As I hold Jugum up, it is small, monkey-ish animal.
Yeah, a small monkey-like creature would be a apt description.
Let's see, I can maybe...
I'm going to expedite this process because of the fact that I decided upon it without letting Caitlin know. Princess Purple, after introducing herself more thoroughly and healing Boba, entrusts the carrying of the stone, which acts as a portal gates for her. Basically, wherever this stone is, she can portal to.
Oh, you control this stone? Oh, that's awesome.
And it can even be through different dimensions.
Pretty much only through different dimensions.
What?
Is that general knowledge or is this above game?
This is her knowledge. Whether she decides to share it or not is up to her. But
I
currently,
share it.
okay.
Sharing is
So now it
caring.
is. So now it is within game as well.
Is
That
it?
she can travel between dimensions, but she can only transport herself.
And this is essentially our way of getting her to, if she wants to play in my campaign too.
She only has 3 charges, so she can't portal away and back in the same session. However, between sessions, each session will count as its own overarching thing, and it is per that is balanced around. She only gets 3 teleports. Yeah, 3 times a day or session is the idea. Since they are separate sessions, she can transport herself between this campaign, Jake's campaign, or her home dimension.
What is her race?
Her race is a forest satyr.
Forest what?
Satyr.
Oh, satyr.
That was the closest thing we could come up with that made sense.
And I'm a princess in your world, but in my homeland, I'm a princess.
Like, yes, she is princess purple.
My first name is Princess.
Then you can go to other dimensions because you haven't said it in character. So.
I did.
Well,
say
yeah,
it.
that was the point. She, like, while we were talking about it above game, she relayed this to the party.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to do both things simultaneously or whatever because it's kind of silly at that point.
Yeah. Well,
my parents had high hopes for me. My first name is Princess, and what can I say? They hoped I'd become a princess, and I did.
Wait, does that mean I can become a king?
No.
Hear that, Bobo?
Because your name is not King. If your first name was King, maybe.
Well, maybe can I change my name?
No.
That's between you and the court.
Oh, maybe I could be something else. What would I want to be? I don't know.
I wonder if there's just a universe made of just meat.
Potentially.
I'm saying that in character, of course.
Fair enough.
I know. I've met someone in my travels. I have met someone in my travels that comes from a land of meat. His name was Fresh, I think.
That's a dumb name.
Well, we are fighting a group of people named Ham, so I guess
He sounds like a weak creature. This Thrash.
Yeah, you're right.
Does that mean you like ate him?
No. He tried to eat me though. Not the brightest twig in the forest, but
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he does sound pretty dumb. I wouldn't fall to that. Ever.
Meanwhile, in an alternate dimension, Crash, I feel insulted for some reason.
He just sneezes.
All right. With that, you do. You see a small trail of death, extending further towards the mountain. As you follow it, you come across more signs of dark work associated with necromancy of sorts. And the trail of death ends in front of a small door. It is large enough for everyone to get through comfortably, but not side by side. Single file.
Is there a sign that says it's Trail of Death or something?
Yeah.
Or there's just
There's a
trees
sign,
on the
like
ground?
and it has
it's
an
like
arrow and it says this
dead
way.
grass,
Trail of Death.
dead grass, like grayed out, burnt, etc. Whatever form of death applies to you.
Oh.
Like it is
No,
dead
there's
vegetation,
totally a sign on a wooden
like a dead
board
squirrel.
that says Trail of Death.
I'm gonna go with what I said. Due to the
Yeah,
fact that this is my image that I'm trying to put out.
That's fair.
It is a very sturdy door, like much sturdier than you would expect to see in a side of a mountain.
Oh, I hear a helicopter.
Oh, cool.
And Caitlin, I just sent you a picture of what my pet monkey looks like.
I hope it's not that one that Eric and I found.
I've
Me on the
shown,
internet? It's its butt?
I've
The
shown,
one that terrifies me.
I've shown everyone else already, so that's why I just sent it to you.
Okay, that's a cute one. It's got a tiger butt.
It's a new which is a mythical monster in real life. Part monkey, part tiger, and part snake.
I'm just glad it's not that one that we sent you that picture of, because that gives nightmares. It like had these big black eyes, and you stare into its soul, and it's evil.
Can you guys give me a number between 1 through 5?
4.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jake, that's also how you can introduce Princess Purple into your campaign once you decides to, just with a magic stone.
You guys need to introduce yourselves to me.
Oh yeah, I'm Boba. This is Bobo.
Boba like the tea?
But at this point, it's up to you whether you know what boba tea is.
Oh no, he would know.
Okay, so we'll play it.
I have to explain it to him.
It's very good. You must try it sometime.
Tea. I've had tea before, but I've never heard of this boba. That's my name. My name's special.
R.
Anyways, what would you guys like to do with the store?
Oh, we're at the store?
At the door.
Oh, sorry.
I guess we shall go through it, shouldn't we?
I'm gonna try to look under it, under the gap.
There is very little gap. Like, it is just barely enough to allow it to open, but not nearly enough to let you see.
Okay.
Hey, Boba, remember that other thing you can do?
Other thing I can do. Oh yeah. I'm gonna turn into gas, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, someone blow me under the door."
You could just turn incorporeal and just walk through the door.
I can turn. Oh, I can just walk through doors. Oh, I'll do that then. I can also turn into like a gas, liquid, and solid.
Well, solid is your normal state of being.
Yeah. So I didn't know I could go incorporeal.
Excuse me, sorry.
All right, I'll just walk through the door. Can I? I'm gonna try to unlock it.
Roll strength.
At least feel for the lock. Better roll high. 6.
Is that after modifier?
Yes.
Okay. You feel it slightly budge, but other than that, nothing really happens.
Oh, it's too bad. Well, guys, I can't get it to unlock.
Can I use my horn to pick the lock?
First roll intelligence.
Okay. Let's see. I have it right here. Intelligence is
We have
Plus
no
2.
intelligence.
+2.
Jake, if you want to roll that.
I'll match that +2 with a 2.
Oof.
Advantage.
Oh, true. Advantage.
They won. No.
Oh.
We're both the 2.
15.
Ari, can you roll
no.
intelligence quick?
It was 15. I was joking. It was
Okay.
a 15 to 17.
Want to see what Ari rolls quick? I want this to be funnier if it works this way. Should be D20 plus 4. Okay, never mind.
2.
That
plus
was
2.
unfortunate.
D20 +2.
Yes, that's for Ari though. Ari gets a
Oh.
+4.
Gotcha. Who's Ari?
Ari is the fox girl.
I mean, which person is Ari? Who plays Ari? Oh, Ari is the voice.
Yes. Ari is quite literally, if you look in Discord, Ari.
Yeah. I remember now.
But anyways, with the 15 that you got for intelligence, Princess, you
Yep.
check the door handle first, and it opens. And I'm going to have this happen as well. Mike, roll dexterity.
Absolutely. Oh, 19.
Okay, you managed to get out of the. You managed to react quick enough to not get hit by the door. How you do that is up to you, whether it be turning incorporeal again or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just turn into a gas really quick. Or no, I'll turn into a water and get all over whatever's coming at me.
Door.
Or liquid.
As you turn into water, you are smacked with the door.
Woo!
Like I said, you had the time to react. I didn't say you reacted well, so I suppose that's fair. And you are splattered against the right wall.
Ugh. All right, I'm gonna
And you
turn into gas.
as you gather yourself together.
I'm just gonna turn incorporeal and then turn solid again. Be like, oh, that was cool. Did I get damaged at all?
I'll say no because of the dexterity check I had you do before.
All right.
I'll be nice. And with that, we will call the session here.
Thank you,
'Cause
everybody.
now I actually need to plan the structure of the dungeon.
Thank you, everybody.
If you need to, Devin, you can even use one of the randomizers just for the structure.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do.
Because that's what I use.
Yeah, that is probably what I'm going to do, just to randomize it.
You should have AI create a dungeon for you.
I'm not going to do that.
Just a
All right,
warning,
with that-
especially if you use the same one I use, it can be a little confusing. The
I'll figure it out.
The 2 dungeons I've made, I've had to redo it like 3 or 4, or at least 5 times each time.
Well, yeah, you got to find the one that actually works best for you, of course, as well.
It's just each time I forgot to put something in. Different thing
All right.
every time.
Well, anyways, I'll see you guys, well, Saturday for a good chunk of you. But next week for sure for everyone who is actually part of this group.
What time Saturday?
The idea right now is that we can do, let's say I'm off at the pharmacy at 3:30, so like 4:30, just for like a small early session, and then break for dinner, maybe an hour and a half or so.
And I'd get birthday advantage there too.
Yeah.
I will let you, Jake. I will let you know if anything hinders that plan that planned start time a little bit, because I do plan on going with a coworker to see the Minecraft movie this Saturday.
Are you gonna buy some popcorn?
Well, of course, but I'm not going to be throwing it around like a monster.
But my idea for this was just or we don't need everybody to start the early time. Like you can just
Right.
I'd like at least 3 or 4 people.
I forget
All right.
time again.
4:30 is the early time.
Okay. Okay.
And then like play for an hour or hour and a half, then break till like 7, and then do a even longer session. That will probably be the one break we do too. I'll stop streaming, but
Okay.
I might just have it running. I don't know. No, I'll probably stop it.
It's probably better to stop it for internet's reasons. All right. Anyways, see you guys.
Thank you guys for spending my birthday with me.
And Devin,
Absolutely. Happy birthday.
I'll
Thank
see you
you. To your sister as
tomorrow
well.
if we play more split fiction.
Thank you.
I'll text you when I'm done eating tomorrow.
Okay.
It should be like 10, because I'm off at 9.
Right, I'm also off at 9. Well, plus whatever time it takes to do the closing stuff.